let's pop in and talk about Snoop Dogg and the Sandbox. I actually brought him up so everyone can see some of the awesome artwork here. Talk to us a little bit more about what you know about Snoop Dogg's newest NFT drop here called Doggies.
So doggies. I only know so much about doggies. Know more about Snoop in the NFT world in general.
Sure, okay.
So I would start things off with like just saying that Snoop Dogg's. I don't know how long truly he's been in crypto and NFTs, but I do know that before he made it public, he was in the game for a while under a pseudonym account, which he was just kind of hiding his actions and stuff like that in the cryptocurrency industry. And then he just made it let everybody know this is actually my account and stuff like that. And people were like, oh damn, Snoop's actually a whale.
Right, yeah.
It's like, yeah, he's not just dipping his toes in. He knows what he's doing. And he's been investing into these things. He's like a holder of all these different projects and stuff. And so it became apparent that Snoop was a whale. And that was like a little bit after he started to publicize his, deals with a few other projects, such as Gala. So he's involved with the Gala. I think it's just Chain. Like, I don't think they're Go Chain. But Gala is a gaming platform.
Yeah.
So they have things like Mirandus is a working game title. Townstar is one that works already, and people earn a bunch of money. It's kind of like a farm, not a farm bill. Well, guys, yeah, kind of like farm bill or whatever. And they're working on spider tanks. They have a bunch of games, and people can like run nodes on Gala, and they earn a lot of money in Gala token.
Right.
And Snoop is over there and like doing he's like leading their mute, not like as part of the team, like leading the music division, but he's one of the biggest artists on the Gala music nodes. And so just to say that, like, that was just like a precursor to Snoop. Be like, Snoop knows what he's doing. He's really involved in this stuff. As far as his stuff on Sandbox goes, I know Snoop has some Sandbox land. That was one of the first like celebrity names that I saw appear on the Sandbox. Like when you go and look at the Sandbox website,
right,
and you look at their map of the lands, you can see like all the different companies and logos and stuff like that. And shortly after, I saw names like Binance buy up their plot and Atari buy up their plot and stuff like that. Atari is early to everything in blockchain. But then, like, shortly after that, I was like, is that a Snoop Dogg land? And I started seeing articles come out and said Snoop and stuff. And I'm like, oh, my God, Snoop. And so Snoop's got his land, and I'm sure he's got other people, like, developers working on creating it. Cause
oh, for sure.
What you do in the Sandbox, you buy up this land, and then anybody can actually, even if you don't own that land or whatever, own those avatars, you can actually just, they make the game asset development tools available to anybody. I actually have them on my computer just as like I downloaded them a long time ago in case they ever decide to turn it off to other people.
Right.
It's like,
Smart.
only these people can have it. So
Smart.
I want that on my machine. But I know he's got people working on that type of stuff, and I'm sure that's how he's got it developed it where now he's got this Doggies NFT drop that came out today, and it's launched today. And so like many things in the crypto space, I'm sure it already sold out. So you probably have to get it off the market now,
right,
whatever, secondary market. Like, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm guessing, after my experience, that it's going. And these are kind of like profile picture type of avatars.
Yeah.
So they work as profile picture avatars, but these are like the type that have more utility. So his do have a bit more utility than the average profile picture avatar, whereas his can yes be used as a profile picture avatar, but they're made for the Sandbox. And so they're in the blocky, artistic style of Sandbox characters. I believe read a tweet from Snoop and said there was like 150 different plus characteristics for these different avatars. And as from my wording there, they will be used as avatars, actual in-game avatars or characters that you can walk around the Sandbox in. And so that'll be like what those are used for. And on a different rapper, and don't let you give you the floor. But I was listening to this thing from a different rapper who was on Earn Your Leisure, which is like I want to call it people, people of color, Black people, like that, like run like a podcasting and business. I want to call it empire of digital media and stuff.
Right.
And they had 2 Chainz on recently. And they're talking to 2 Chainz, and his story was just really interesting. He's down for the crypto stuff, and he's like, yeah, so I just don't fight. He just doesn't fight the new technologies when he sees them coming forward and being strong.
Yeah.
And he mentioned how at the beginning of the pandemic, he got hired to do a Metaverse job for probably, I would imagine it wasn't the Sandbox. I would imagine it's probably for Decentraland or like Somnia or something like that, because Sandbox is still kind of coming along with things. But he got hired to do a concert in the Metaverse, and he mentioned how he had to go to a studio or whatever. They put down the cameras and stuff, and he was performing to the camera. They were like, "These are people, act like these are people," and he's doing his thing. And then, but it was pre-recorded actually. And so
Okay.
then like a day or so later, or like whatever, however much time went by, then he actually goes to he borrowed one of his friend's avatars and he goes into the metaverse and he's watching his own concert. He's like, I remember I saw like myself up on the billboard, and then I go into like the dance hall room, and I'm talking to these people and stuff like that. They're like, oh, look, 2 Chainz and stuff like that. And I'm talking to them, and like they don't know it's me. He's like, it was just wild, and like when I went into that atmosphere and just saw all these people enjoying it and the way that it worked and the billboards and stuff like that and the music happening that way, I just realized this really is the future. Like they paid me all this money for this. I was cool to just accept the money, but now I'm seeing it and there's no way this isn't the future. And I'm like, the man he's got his money. He had his money before the rap game.
Yep.
He's got his money after the rap. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's looking for. And how many millionaires and billionaires do you need to hear say something like that before you like go, the saying is follow the money. So like follow the money.